Hey, Jordan Love didn't throw an interception yesterday. That's right.
All right, Love. You're back, baby.
The 49ers dropped one, but it's okay. We're not going to talk about that. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You're so back, Jordan.
Yeah, so back. We'll talk about the Packers. I want to stick with the NFC North because the Bears and the Vikings went into overtime. And I got to say now, for the second week, Caleb Williams looked really good. Yeah. Caleb did make one very bad mistake in overtime. He took a sack, which even just looking at that play, it doesn't even look like it makes sense because he has a lot of time. And then there's one person coming at him and he's just like, all right, I guess I'm going to just fall here. It didn't look good, but
he held the ball for an eternity.
Way too long. Like you got to run out and throw with that ball away, if anything, my friend. Just live to, and again, he's a rookie, right? So you're going to kind of see this, but it's just frustrating because Caleb puts together another good game besides that play. They come back, they rally back in that game against the Vikings to force overtime. It was good field goal vibes because they kicked the field goal as time expired to go. And I was like, oh my God, if this gets blocked again, I'm going to die laughing because the Vikings blocked a field goal earlier in that game.
Yeah. There was like 2 or 3 more blocked kicks yesterday.
Yep.
We were seeing block kicks at an all-time high.
But the Bears are playing tough, which is what you want to see. And Bears fans, I think, are concerned because if they are close enough, they might keep Eberflus, which I pray they do. I pray they're like, no, we need to lose a little bit more decisively, just so we can fire our head coach.
Yeah, well, that's tough, right? Like, we don't know how. I mean, I think if you're the general manager, you have to figure out the vibe of the locker room and how the players feel about Eberflus when you're trying to make that decision. Because they made a change at offensive coordinator, right? The Bears, they brought in their passing game coordinator, they elevated him. I like that, and it's made a difference for Chicago. And so it's like, okay, maybe we found the next guy we actually want calling plays for Caleb Williams, and keeping that play caller for Caleb, if we believe in him, isn't a bad thing to have that consistency going into next season.
Yeah.
And I know that's a crazy thing to say because we're like, they fucked up by keeping Eberflus and everything for this season with Caleb Williams. It's not as clear cut of a decision as we might think, because we also got all those rumors, like the players don't like Eberflus either.
Yeah.
They wanted, it was probably just one player saying something. But also, there's going to be so many head coaching vacancies at this rate this offseason. And what was the last one where there was like 9 vacancies? Was that 2022? And like none of those coaches worked out. That was like the Hackett round. And like you go back and you look and it's like fired. Yeah. If the Bears have to compete to get great coaches, like that's tough too. But that's probably going to be every offseason. So I don't know, man.
Yeah. I mean, Caleb, 32 for 47, 340 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. And
he had a good, and he was their leading rusher too.
Yeah.
He ran 33 yards, which is garbage. They need to run the ball better. I know the Vikings have a good defense, but I mean, damn, man, Caleb is playing well. And you could, because I watched a good chunk of that game live, and you could see like there's some of the throws he made. Odunze had some great catches too. It was that
throw where Caleb's running towards the sideline and he just launches it, drops a dime like 35 yards downfield. It was great.
So like
that's
the talent is there.
Excited back like in October or late September, whatever, when he was on his run.
Listen, I mean, the one time I want the Bears to actually win, and they can't pull it off. So
wow,
Bears, typical Bears.
I know the Packers, 3rd place, 8-3.
Yeah, like what the hell, man? Just start losing, Vikings.
Yeah.
And again, I don't hear nothing. At least we beat them in regulation. Okay.